Good morning, everyone. I am welcome you all to this 11th day of CSIR online question and answer discussion session. This is all about the Unit 7, that is System Physiology. Before I enter into the session, I would like to say this is the last day of the part B discussion. Okay, we are discussed all the units. It's a remaining part. If you have any doubts and clarification, you can ask in the Telegram group. You can ask at the end of this session. And the main thing about the unit part B is it's in the part B that is fully direct theoretical question. Okay, this is the basic concept related question. And one more thing, for every unit I am having the PPTs. I was uploaded in a Telegram group. Please go through the unit wise chapters. You no need to mug up, you no need to study. Okay, just go through the slides. That will help you to understand the concepts. What are the concepts are present in a CSIR syllabus. It will give you the brief understanding. That PPT covers all the concept, and some of the concept I was explained very well in the PPT. And one more thing about this CSIR life science question discussion session. Today is the 11th day. We are going to discuss the unit 7. It's animal physiology. Okay, next. Okay, first question. This first question is this all questions are relevant to the animal physiological systems. Okay, in this physiological system we are having the some of the less number of questions, because this unit 7 the nearly expected question in 1 year is they are providing 3 questions. Okay, they are provided 3 questions from this unit part B, and we can expect 2 or 3 questions from this unit. Expectation of level is 3 questions from this unit. Okay, in the part B we can expect 3 questions. Okay, first question is during urine formation, the filtration of blood at the glomerulus is a pressure dependent physical process. Okay, here the information is during the urine formation, the filtration of blood at the glomerula is the pressure dependent physical process. Here the important thing is the pressure dependent dependent physical process. This is the direct question, direct theoretical question. In this unit, many of the questions are theoretical questions, so just go through. Today I will send the that material. Okay, book material for this animal physiology. Please go through that. Okay, next thing about the next question is, if the core body temperature of human rise above the normal, okay, which of the following process would be initiated sequentially for thermoregulation? Okay, thermoregulation, which they provided the statement, if the core body temperature of human rises above normal. Okay, that is normal temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. 32 degrees Celsius. If it increase above 32, they ask the question, which of the following process would be the initiated sequentially for thermoregulated? For that, the peripheral vasodilation, increased rate of respiration, then tachycardia. Okay, the next thing is the answer is the peripheral vasodilation, increased rate of respiration, and tachycardia. This is the sequential process. This is the answer for the regulation of that sequential thermoregulation. Then grave disease. Okay, grave disease, we all know about this grave disease. In this disease is associated with some of other hormones. Here the question is the grave disease associated with what? It's associated with the excess of thyroid. This grave disease, you can it's fully immune system disorder. Okay, it's shown some immune response because of excess amount of thyroids which produced in the human system, that is the hyperthyroid system. Here the answer for the question is the grave disease is a excess of thyroid hormone, it's a hyperthyroid hormone. It is autoimmune disorder. Then one more thing about this kind of grave disease, the small thyroid, if the thyroid is a very small or butterfly shaped gland, this thyroid it's having the small capacity so if the production of thyroid hormone is higher in the thyroid gland, that is some unwanted inflammations are created in particular place, that makes the triggering of immune system, our own immune system, this own immune system activation, it's make the autoimmune disorder. Next about the question is the extraordinary sensory ability that elephant possess. Okay, that what is the extraordinary sensory ability? The emission and detection of ultra low frequency sound. Okay, it can emit and detect the ultra low frequency sound. This is the extraordinary sensory ability of elephant. This is one important concept. So all those things are theoretical, just listen and get it in your mind. Next question. Oh, slides are not visible, sorry. Okay, just listen the concept. I will send the PPT after this session, no problem. This is all that full of the questions are direct question, no problem. I'll send to your mail, send to telegram. Okay, in a normal human eye, for sharp image, okay, in a normal human eye, for sharp image formation on the retina, maximum dioptric power, okay, dioptric power is provided by which organ? It's provided by the cornea. The normal human eye, for a sharp image formation of retina, maximum the dioptric power is provided by the cornea. Okay, it's a direct question. It's a full principles of about the eye. Okay, here the one more I want to let you know, when as an animal physiology we want to study the organ by organ. First thing is about the our human system. Okay, human system, that is a hearing system, vision system, listening system, listening and hearing system, and the vocal system, then cardiac system, lungs, kidney, liver, all those things we want to study separately. So whenever you are studying the full concept of your this physiological systems, that would help you to understand the whole frog like animals. So this kind of formation study, okay, this in this era this animals are look like this, in this era this, all those concepts are explaining by the this waves. Okay, in the flow chart diagram you can see the in the flow, here you can see the flow chart diagram. Okay, decreased arterial pressure. Okay, decreased arterial pressure, this is all about the human physiological system connections. Okay, here name of the 4 chemicals are here. Here they are asking the question. They provided the chemical name. We want to place in a correct position. Decreased artificial pressure. Okay, in this decreased artificial pressure, you can see the it means artificial that arterial pressure, where it is arterial pressure happen. Okay, in this human system, you can see the arterial is where it is placed. It's so we want to understand each and every place. Okay, then next is A is A from a kidney. A is produced from kidney. B substrate for A. Okay, this is the B is a substrate for A. Then C is produced, that is one chemical. Then another is converting enzymes from lungs. So this is one pathway. Then next into the lungs, the converting enzymes from the lungs, they are utilized here, that is D. Then divided into two part. That two portion is a renal retention of salt and water and vasoconstriction, then increased artificial pressure. So if this are, we are all know our system is circulatory system. So this decreased artificial pressure in our in the heart and the system, that arterial pressure is, if we want to increase arterial pressure, we want to follow the sequential process. This sequential process would help you to understand the overall the human system. In this human system, likely we are all know the first we observing the air inside your lungs. The lungs are say are circulating the whole oxygen into blood, then excreted through excreted after the particular cyclic process. So like here the arterial pressure is depends on this cycle also. Here if the first arterial pressure is become low, there we can go with the answer. The renin, important thing, renin is produced from kidney. Okay, the renin is produced from kidney. Here the answer is renin is produced from the kidney. Then after the production of renin, that is act as that need a substrate, that is the angiotensinogen. Tensions help tensinogen. This is the substrate for the whole renin. That is, this is a B substrate for the renin. Then this reaction, complex the reaction, complex B substrate for A means this angiotensinogen, it's react with renin and produce angiotensin 1 in a blood circulation. Is the angiotensin 1 enter into the lungs, that converted into the angiotensin 2. The production of angiotensin 2 helpful for the renal retention of salt and water and vasoconstriction. This process increasing the arterial pressure. Okay, next about the session, about the question is, which one of the following changes will occur in the cell membrane of nodal tissues of heart? Which one of the following changes will occur in the cell membrane of the nodal tissues of heart, which results in an increased heart rate due to a stimulation of sympathetic nerves? Okay, here the statement is, they are provided, the second one is the statement, first one is the question. They are provided the statements is an increased heart rate due to the stimulation of sympathetic nerves. Okay, this is why it's happened. It's one of the following change it's occur in a cell membrane and of nodal tissues of heart, where it is happen. It's happen in a cell membrane of nodal tissues heart. The statement is it's increase the heart rate due to the stimulation of sympathetic nerves. How happen? Opening of L calcium channels are facilitated. This process increase of heart rate due to the stimulation of sympathetic nerves is occurred due to the opening of calcium channels are facilitated in this process. Okay. Then next question. The person takes 1 ml of insulin injection daily 8 a.m. Here the statement is a person takes the 1 ml of insulin injection daily at 8 a.m. His son gave him a 1.5 insulin at 8 a.m. At 8 a.m. considering the father will go to the party and eat more during the lunch. Father also avoided breakfast. So there is no utilization of insulin. So why? Because he avoided the breakfast. There is no food. There is no substrate for insulin. As he planned to eat more during the lunch. Okay, morning skip the dinner, skip the breakfast, and he have a plan. Additionally, we want eat more in a lunch period. Which of the following event will occur? He injected with higher amount of insulin. He avoided the breakfast. What happened? Will be hypoglycemic condition. This is the concept called the hypoglycemic condition. This hypoglycemic condition before lunch. Okay, this hypoglycemic condition means it's a that is a sugar level is become low. How it is low? He didn't eat anything in the morning, but the insulin needs a substrate, right? That so the insulins found the already present sugar in the whole body, so that utilizing the body sugar that makes the low sugar in the human body. So this hypoglycemic fall in this hypoglycemia, it's fully the hypoglycemic condition is fully about the lowering of blood sugar level. This may cause many side effects in the human body, because the injected insulin utilize all the human substrate of all the body glucose, so it's a very dangerous one. So whenever we are taking mammary gland in a mammals, first one is the oxytocin. It's a growth, it's a hormone, it's a amino hormone with peptide hormone. This peptide sequential amino acids are present in the particular order. This oxytocin, that is called the peptide hormones, which helpful for the ejection of milk from the mammary gland in mammals. Okay, once again back to the ECG indicates T waves. Okay, the T waves of ECG indicates the ventricle repolarization of that are human heart. Here we have the different waves, Q, R, S and T waves. This complex, okay, Q, R, X complex are there. This T waves are represent the repolarization, and QRX complex represent the depolarization. Okay, ventricle depolarization means that is the QRS waves. T is representing the repolarization. Okay, and uh, normal ECG waves, what happened in the T waves of this ECG? This repolarization of ventricle, it's expressing the heart heart rate. Okay, this expressing the heart rate. And one more thing about this, if the T waves become normal, this is in the asymmetric shape, that slow upstrokes and rapid downstrokes are there. In that normal T waves are up, that they are normal. Okay, they are normal, that is look like symmetric waves. If the symmetric waves are found, that is the strokes in upper and lower, that may cause any problems. And it's all about the T waves. Another one is a P. Okay, OP P, that is the depolarization. Okay, this depolarization of left and right atrium, that is the ventricular. Here the T is ventricular. P, okay, P waves are representing the right and left atrium. Okay, this is the arterial contractions. This is all about the our P waves. This P waves are this explains in the SAR human systems. This is the liquid layer of the overall liquid layer is explained with that. So just I'm refresh this concept. T waves, it's explained the ventricular repolarization. Okay, C. If there is a QRS, that is the ventricular depolarization, D or D. If there is a QRS, arterial depolarization, it's called as the P waves. Okay, this arterial depolarization depends on the P waves. Next thing about this question is, what would be the outcome if the thicker internal cells. Okay, here the keyword is here they provided the question with the thicker internal cells were destroyed in the Graafian follicles. Okay, this called Graafian follicles is the follicular stage after the first mitotic division of the ovulation. Okay, it's a before to the ovulation and it's after the mitotic, in between stage of the cell development. This Frackian follicles are the follicular stage after the first mitotic division and before to the this happen in the ovary. In this why it is happen? Okay, this for this is the how this fracculars are major important one. The role of this means this provides the maturation and release of fertilized oocytes. This helpful for the this process, that the Graafian fascicles are helpful for the production and providing of the mature and release of fertilized oocytes. So here, what would be the outcome of if the that are called a theca? Okay, theca in a theca intramembrane is this destroyed. Okay, this internal cells are involved in this cell production process, that is the initiation process. In this theca interna, this cell in the receptors. Okay, receptors for this luteinizing hormones. Okay, luteinizing hormones, it's another hormone, that's kind of hormones which involves in the that Graafian follicles formation, that is in between, that produced in between the before the ovulation process. This they are having the receptor, the cells are having the receptors for the luteinizing hormones. So the if they are that is destroyed, means there is a no formation of there is a no cells receptors are there. What happened? Decreased estrogen synthesis in the granulosa cells. Decrease this receptors are producing the that signaling estrogen signals. So there is a decrease estrogen synthesis in the granulosa cells. Next thing about the size of red blood cells, RBC is venous blood is greater than that of arterial blood. Why that happened? This is the statement. Venous blood is greater than the arterial blood. Why it has happened? This increased size of red blood cells in the venous blood due to the increased osmotic pressure in RBC. The increased osmotic pressure in the RBCs. This is the reason for this blood cell size. The only bone marrow cells that nerves appear in the peripheral blood is the only bone marrow cell. Okay, bone marrow cells, we all know the only bone marrow cells. This bone marrow cells are, we all know this bone marrow cells are very important. In this bone marrow cells, we having the different role that bone marrow cells in the bird mammals are different. This in this bone marrow cells kind of tissues are helpful. They having the stable and strong strong ability. This bone marrow cells are that bone marrow is a spongy substance which having the bone, its stem cells. So the bone marrow stem cells are there that can able to develop in any form. This RBC cells, RBC red blood cells are carries oxygen and they to the tissues through this bone marrow activities. Here the question is, the nerve appear in a peripheral blood. The only nerve is the megaloblast. Why this megaloblast is activated here? This megaloblast, it's a play a vital role in the their blood circulation. Okay, this in the megaloblast, it's a chromatin. They having the chromatin pattern. Okay, which having the specific chromatin pattern and increasing the cytoplasm. It's increasing their cytoplasm. This condition, bone marrows are unusually larger. Okay, they are, if the production of that is we all know we are having the specific chromatin pattern, they lead the unusual large growth of the bone marrows, and immature red blood cells are there. This immature red blood cells are called as the megaloblast. Why this the only bone marrow cells, we all know red blood cells, that nerve never appears in the peripheral blood. There is no appear in the peripheral cells. One hemoglobin molecule containing 4 hemoglobin can bind with 4 oxygen. The reaction of Hb and O2 are shown below. Which one of the following reaction is fastest? So fastest is a D. Hemoglobin 4 oxygen 5, that makes plus oxygen 2. Then it forms the Hb4OH, that is the fastest process. Okay, next thing is very easiest question here. The thing about the various type of excitable tissues when stimulated showed response as shown in a figure below. Which one of them is example for fast adapting tissue? Fast adapting tissue means that cells are easily adapt to the environment. This called adaptation period. Here the adaptation response is here, the response with the time. It's a stimulus intensity. Okay, stimulus intensity is it's normal for all the images. Here the thing is they are taken the time. Okay, here the fast adaptation, and here the first adapted, then it take long time. But it's in this response or q response, it's fully adapted. In r response, that is a long time response, and s also it's take long time. As per their this statement, various use of excitable tissues when stimulated showed response as shown in a figure is called as which one of the example for fast adapting tissue. So q is the q is the fast adapting tissues. That is the q here. The p answer is b. Thyroxine releasing hormones. Okay, very very interesting and important topic. This thyroxine releasing hormones. This thyroxine releasing hormones are they are regulate, they act as a receptors. Okay, this thyroxine hormones we all know it's a like a this is like a uh, drug like molecule. There is a small one, but this thyroxine influencing the process of G coupled receptor family. Thyroxine is a vital role playing compound, and one more thing about this thyroxine is the it's involves in the G coupled protein receptor family. Okay. Next concept about the this S waves of normal human ECG originated due to, we are all discussed, S waves are the ventricle depolarization. So the here the question is the what is a normal human late depolarization of ventricle walls move back towards the AV junction. Okay, this is the answer about the normal human ECG originate. Then in which of the following following conditions is basal metabolic rate, that is the or BMR, that basal metabolic rate. And this basal metabolic rate, we can calculate the function of the or sleep, the our mental system. Okay, this basal metabolic rate is a they are calculating number of calories are required. Okay, if whenever you are in a continuous working condition, that condition you need to you are utilizing more energy. This energy is calculated in the prolonged starvation. Okay, this starvation. The one more thing about this basal okay nor basal metabolic rate, normal human, the total energy 60% of total energy is needed for the needed, which has comes from the normal metabolisms. But the variety of different functions. Okay, if you are doing running, walking, that kind of process, we are utilizing more energy. So normal, the basal metabolic rate is the, we need nearly 1400 calories for women, 1800 calories for men with the same functions. So next thing is which one of the following skeletal muscles of human body contains highest number of muscle fibers in a motor unit? The statement is which one of the following skeletal muscles of human body contains highest number of muscles fibers in a motor unit? That is answer is muscles of legs. Okay, that needs the highest number of the skeletal muscles. Which of the following virus causes the acute gastrointestinal illness? The thing is very important when we are in a current situation. So if that makes a acute gastrointestinal illness, it forms due to the contamination of drinking water. That drinking water is contaminated with norovirus and rotavirus. Okay, rotavirus. This rotavirus is very dangerous one. You can expect the question: the virus causes the acute respiratory illness due to the water means, that is the coronavirus. That is related questions. And the virus cause the acute immune system respiratory system problem, which is caused by the animal that is bats means, that is called as the uh, that is that is from the Nipah virus. That is some important points. Okay, then we are all know the concept in the polio virus. In this polio virus, we in past 10 years back, this polio virus is very dangerous to one in the normal world like corona. So these are all the polio virus is it's also the caused, this polio virus is caused through the normal mouth. Okay, we that is easily enter into the mouth. And one more thing, it's if the person is infected with the polio, the infected persons are not they are affected with the heaviest cough and sneeze. Why? Because the sneeze and half happen means that our immune systems make a production. These productions are make this expressions, that is sneezing and coughs, are because of our immune responses activity. Okay, this is may affect the spinal cord. The main thing, the polio is affecting the spinal cord. Here the thing is, in the norovirus and rotavirus, they are affecting the gastrointestinal. Likewise, polio is affecting the spinal cord muscles. That weakness, the muscles are become weak, and it makes a paralysis. That is the very dangerous one in this point of view. And next, they are mentioned the that filovirus. In this filovirus, it's not fully expressed. This is the one kind of family with the Ebola virus family. Okay, this belongs to the virus family called as the that normal flaviviridae. In filoviridae, this Ebola and some kind of Ebola and Pangiones, these viruses are causing the same disease, look like filovirus. And this kind of filovirus having the similar activities, similar functional expressions of the Zika and Ebola viruses, but how that's also make a dangerous things. This is the hemorrhage fever. Okay, this hemorrhagic period means that blood bleedings are may occur in the due to this virus. Okay, filovirus is a dangerous one than this coronavirus. It's a painful infection that it makes the severe hemorrhagic fever. So the norovirus and rotavirus make a acute gastrointestinal related disease. Poliovirus affect the spinal cord and make the paralysis. Filovirus that makes the severe hemorrhagic fevers. Okay, thank you everyone. I welcome you all to this 12th day in tomorrow. Tomorrow onwards, we are going to discuss about the part C questions in the research based questions. Uh, we will meet tomorrow. If you have any questions, you can post in a chat box or Telegram group. I will try to answer that. The questions related to waves of X from system physics evaluation. Okay. Also, the questions of elephant extra sensitivity. Okay. Once again, I go to the question. Okay, this kind of questions are uh, okay. X also present in the X having this type of T's, and their waves that kind of expressions in their physical system. And animal, okay, here the previous is animal. The extraordinary that can easily is easily observing all the concept of that emission, that small sound. Elephant can recognize the small sound, that is the emission index of ultra low sound. Okay, how to we answer if there is more than one correct answers in the question? If the more than one question in the answer means if they are having that option, they will ask like option A is the A only, option B is B and A, option C is B only, uh, option D is none of them. That likewise they ask. So you can answer both. So A and B are right. Okay. Murugan, I will send the Telegram group link in the description. I'm not able to paste here. I will send the Telegram group in the description box. Okay, thank you everyone. I'm going to end up this streaming.